Hey everybody, and welcome to I'm Not Crying, You're Crying season finale. I am here with Juan.
Hey.
And Jay.
Hi guys.
And I'm Sean, and this is our theme music. Hey everybody, and welcome to the season finale of I'm Not Crying, You're Crying. Guys, we made it. We're here. We're at the top of the mountain. How the hell are you guys doing?
I'm hydrated.
Fuck you.
The funny thing is, I'm also hydrated. It's great. It's like I've been drinking water all day. It's fantastic. I feel very rested too. It's not like I took a power nap right before this.
I didn't take a power nap.
It's
I
great.
took an accidental nap.
Accidental nap.
What's the difference?
Scary.
You have batteries in?
The difference is you wake up and feel refreshed from a power nap. An accidental nap, you wake up all scared and shit, like you missed something, which I
don't
did.
think that's an accidental nap. I think that's accidental sleep.
Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, like when you fall asleep on accident, that's just sleeping.
It's not. No, it wasn't long enough to call it a sleep.
Naps are planned.
Yeah, it's like, all right, I'm gonna take a nap, then I'm gonna go run some errands, and I'm gonna come back and cook dinner. If you go, all right, I'm gonna take a nap, and then you don't wake up to go run.
That's
your
called death, man.
Dinner,
That's called death. You don't wake up, you're dead.
Yeah, I don't. You're getting old, man. You're getting old. You're dozing off. You're sitting and ready and prepped, and you just fell asleep.
Yeah, it happens, man.
No, I don't think so. I think you're just getting up there in age, man.
I think Cole's older.
I know, but he's not the one taking accidental naps
awake.
before the show. Yeah, and he's hydrated. Always the best. So, Juan, how's your week been? Are you drinking water?
No,
right now?
I did not. That was not me.
Your body just gurgling?
No, I'm being set up by you guys on this one. Fuck you.
No,
that
Juan,
was not
Juan,
me.
Okay, fine. Juan, how was your week? How was your
good.
week?
Thanks for asking. Move on.
Okay, thank you. Jay, how about you?
Great. I bought the Avengers game and I've been playing the Avengers game.
Same. Did you get a Black Friday deal?
Yeah. It was on sale on the PlayStation Network and picked it up because my cousin wants to play the multiplayer part of the game.
Oh, yeah.
There's a multiplayer.
Yeah,
part
we're talking.
Yeah.
There is, and it's actually pretty awesome. So like you can go on missions and you can request companion. So like if you want, you can have the Hulk with you while you're like Thor or whatever, and that's what the multiplayer does. So that's pretty legit.
Huh.
But I think you can only do the multiplayer for sections of the game that you've already passed. Just gonna do the campaign and then.
I also bought the Avengers game on a Black Friday sale because I think a couple episodes ago I talked about me getting the Google Stadia.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, I need to have at least one game for this thing. So I bought the Avengers game because it was on sale. And then I'm playing through the campaign, and I've been tempted to click the multiplayer, and it always tells me, it's like, hey, if you click this, you're gonna set yourself up for spoilers. Do you want that? I'm like, oh well, no, I guess I'll just go back and play the campaign. So I'm in the same boat, Jay. I'm gonna try and play the campaign, and I don't know if you can play cross-platform, but once I beat the campaign, I'll let you know, and then maybe we can team up with your cousin.
Dude, yeah, that'd be awesome. And then one of us can go Avengers Assemble.
You should know that I'm terrible. I'm gonna die because it's almost impossible to find like any life in this game. I'm like,
are you as terrible as I am?
No. Oh no. I witnessed firsthand just how terrible Juan is. I think what was it, a week ago, 2 weeks ago?
Yeah. Last Friday.
Yeah, last Friday. I watched him die at the same spot over and over again. It was probably the saddest thing I'd ever seen.
It was to the point where your nephew was punking me, going, "Why you keep on dying?"
Well, because here's the funny thing: my nephew had just passed that part before we got to your house. So yeah, my same nephew that you thought you could beat in Smash Bros.
I know I can beat at Smash Bros. Again, I may not be good at any other game, but I can fucking destroy people on Smash Brothers.
I don't think so. Why do you want to continue to crush kids' dreams? Why is that a thing?
Why do you have to try to crush my dreams?
What is?
I'm not trying
exactly
to crush your
dream?
Destroy everybody on Smash Brothers.
Is it? You know how many little kids are on Smash Brothers? You're you're just crushing kids' dreams.
Dude, play online, and honestly, you will. It's eye opening how
I'm
insanely
sorry,
good.
Jay. How many times were you able to beat me on Smash Brothers?
I honestly don't remember, but I'm not really good at Smash Brothers.
Oh, fuck off. Fuck off. You were the same one that told me that you would get upset because I could actually beat you on Smash Brothers, yet on fucking Mortal Kombat or Street Fighter I sucked.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm still competitive. I'm not good at the game, but I still want to win.
Yeah. Why are you holding it against them? I mean, and besides, Smash Brothers is one game with like a very specific controller set. I mean, I feel like if you get a new controller, you're gonna blame it on that. But I'm like 99.9% sure that my nephew can beat you. After watching your performance on the Avengers game, I am like, you played like a kid who had never picked up a PlayStation controller before. I was.
What is this device going on here? I'm holding?
Yeah, even my nephew was trying to give him points. Like, hey, you should just press square, press square. And he doesn't have a PlayStation. He has a Switch. And he played the Stadia here when he was over before we came over to your place. So,
dude, Sean, if we play the Avengers game together, I'm pretty gung ho, man. I will just run head first into a bunch of.
Wait, so you're the Leroy of this group? Got it. That's fine, man.
Jenkins. Dude, I picked up I picked up World War Z on the PlayStation because it's like $8.99, and me and my cousin were playing, and you fight on this team, and there's like hordes of zombies that just come at you, and we're playing, and he goes, "Hey, where did you go?" And I was like running headfirst into like a swarm of zombies, and I was like, I'm running up the stairs. He's like, "You ran into all those zombies? What are you, crazy?"
That's awesome. That's you know what? It's always fun to play with people who don't have any regard for their own safety.
Leroy
because then you can because you can pick up their loot right after. It's great. It's great. And I mean, I just started listening to Ready Player 2 this week, which is it's a continuation of the Ernest Cline novel Ready Player 1. Which follows the same characters, and I just got past the point of setting up the second book. So yeah, it's been very good so far. Not to give away any spoilers.
I'm so devastated.
But, why are you devastated? That's I don't. What are you devastated about? The water drink?
No,
I don't understand. I'm taking a nap.
Fuck off, dude. If you're gonna mock me, I'm not gonna fucking share that shit. Fuck off.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. What are you devastated about?
It doesn't matter because it's a spoiler, and then you guys are gonna jump down my throat about, oh, there you go for reading the book for people.
Well, if you want, you can say spoiler alert.
It's not really a spoiler because it's not crucial to the story, but it is to how I seen that story. You know what I mean?
So where are you going with with your point, Juan?
Yeah. I don't think I understand what's happening right now. So do you want to say spoiler alert or do you not?
No, I'm not going to say spoiler alert, but I'm still going to talk about it because I don't give a shit. I'm just I'm
what?
I'm generally pissed off about Wade Watts and Samantha Cook not being together again in this book. And so far, the reason they broke up is pretty stupid as well. But
more about their relationship.
No, the thing is,
the thing is, Juan. What's the thing?
Never mind.
Oh wait. Wait. Hold on. Let me guess. Fuck you, right? Or fuck us,
no,
somebody.
I said never mind.
I know that's what you said, but what I heard was, "Fuck you." Yeah.
Good day, sir.
That's what I heard. I don't.
Dude, we're never gonna get through this last up.
We're never gonna get through it. So Juan,
yes,
Juan, to keep talking about your dream to crush children. You want to know who's not crushing children's dreams? NORAD. You know what NORAD does
Who's NORAD?
every year?
You know, I'm amazed that this organization exists. That they do this every year. It's insane.
Yes.
What's NORAD?
Yes. Okay. NORAD is an acronym for something that I don't know. But this company they do this
I love them
every year. Yes, I know you love them. That's why we're talking about it. I know you love them, but you also love crushing children's dreams. And you want to know who doesn't defend that dream? NORAD, because they're still going to do the Santa tracker. So I sent you guys an article earlier this week because I found it very interesting, and I know that you love the Santa tracker because you as a grown ass man still use it.
No, as a grown ass man who has kids.
Right. Listen. You use whatever modifier you need to make it okay for yourself, but I'm just saying that it's this is like an effort of like over 110 people that usually come in every year and sit in all night, and they like track Santa for kids.
I have a question.
I didn't realize that you could call in.
Why can't they just run the same tracker from last year and this year?
Kids will figure it out. They're smart.
Yeah, man. It's like, hey, Santa was over here at the same time last year. This is a
Wait
fluke.
a minute.
See, here you are trying to crush kids' dreams. These guys are trying to make them come true. So they put a plan together. They reduce their staff, so it'll take longer to get through to NORAD to like find out where Santa is and ask for an update.
Wait a minute.
Yeah,
you can actually call in. What happens when you call in?
Yeah,
someone answers the phone.
Well, someone answers. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. You told me to wait a minute. So someone answers the phone and you can ask, hey, where's Santa now? And they will tell you. And there's an online tracker, but they're reducing their staff. So if you call in, it'll take a little bit longer. I just thought it was awesome. And I know that you
I loved it online. I didn't know that you can call in. And I wonder, by calling in, is this one of those bullshit of it's $1.99 per minute?
No, it's absolutely free, and they've been doing it for like 65 years. It's freaking nuts. It starts on the 24th. I think at like 4:30 p.m. I'm trying to find it in the article. Sorry, it starts at 6 a.m. Eastern time. Yeah, it's freaking nuts. It's like
last year. No, for the last couple of years we've used it on our daughter. Our son could care less, but our daughters would be like, where is he at now? How many? Because it also tells you how many presents he's delivered. And we'll ask how many presents or how many homes and shit like that. It's actually a very cool app or website.
Yeah, I know. I thought it was super cool. And you would think that they wouldn't do it this year because you have the global pandemic, but they've figured out a way to do it, which is I thought was super nice.
Honestly didn't I thought it was the same thing running year over year. I didn't realize that it's fresh every year.
Yeah, I didn't either. I had no clue. If you would have asked me like, a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago, like if there was a lot of effort put behind this, I would have been like, no, it's probably someone just runs a simulation and kind of lets it go, but it's legit. But you know what this is training kids for? This is training them to order things on Amazon and then go, where's my delivery? Start looking out the window. This is great.
You know what I love about Amazon is that certain packages will, once they're like 6 stops away, it'll pop up with a map and you could keep track of where your package is at.
Yeah, that's go ahead.
Where's your package right now?
Maybe it took an accidental nap. Dude, all these packages, the PS5 scalpers, they got called out online, I think by Sony. And I don't remember the gist of the logistics of it, but UPS and like Best Buy and all these huge retailers have been have PS5 just disappearing left and right. So there's like a trending thing on Twitter right now about like trying to expose these companies for stealing these like high prized systems right now.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Did you guys read the article of the man that got the PS5 and then his wife sold it because he tried lying to his wife saying that it was an air purifier?
No, you know what? I may have seen that in my social media feed earlier today. But I didn't read the article because I saw the headline and it was like, this is ridiculous.
I saw the headline as well, and it was, I already know everything about this.
Yeah, but that brings to a great point, which is like, this is the holiday season, Christmas is coming up, and I'm just curious what you guys think some of the this year. What's the Tickle Me Elmo of this year? The
PlayStation 5.
You think so?
A lot of people want it, man.
Well, it's expensive though.
It is.
Like I don't know. I think it might be the Game & Watch, the Super Mario Brothers Game & Watch.
Oh, that is nice. But that's
I have no wait.
It's a replica.
Yeah, they re-released the Game & Watch with the Super Mario Brothers game on it, and it has the Super Mario Brothers Lost levels, and it has Ball.
That is crazy. I didn't realize they were doing that.
It's only like $60.
Oh, here's a guy with $60 over here.
No, I don't have $60, or else I would have a stupid watch.
Hello, Mr. Moneybags.
Yeah, I wonder who's still working during the pandemic.
I'm sorry, Sean. Didn't you just start working?
You know what, man? Hey, why you gotta put my business out there?
Why do you got to put my business out there that I'm still working? You fucking asshole.
You're not of the people, Sean. Look at you. You're aristocrat.
Okay, well, I'm going to go back to rolling up my money and wiping my ass.
Mr. McDuck.
Sean doesn't need toilet paper. He just has hundreds to wipe it.
Yeah, just one. Just 100. Cut it in many pieces. So talking about the PS5, I was looking through the internet again, and I found on goodtoknow.com or .co.uk, and they had a list of like 10 of the most wanted toys of all times. And I was going, well, one of the first ones they mentioned are Lego bricks.
I hate Lego bricks.
So I like Legos, but I hate.
What is the Lego bricks ranked on?
10.
It's
number 10.
Yeah, it's number 10 on their list.
Really? Is it just generic Lego bricks or a specific set?
I think it's just. Yeah.
I know, just generic Lego. Yeah,
Legos are not
Lego
like
brick.
They were when we were kids. Like we would get like a bucket of like 500 Legos, and we had to use our fucking imagination to build stuff. Now all these sets are like 3,000 pieces, and here are the instructions: build it.
Legos always sucked for me. I never liked Lego, because I never could build anything.
I loved it. I always try to build houses, and then by the time I got to the roof, the shit would collapse, and it would piss me off, and then I would have to restart all over again.
You know what I would do with Legos? I would stick them all together until I had something big enough that I could throw.
If I'm being honest, I'm with Jay. I like Legos, but I was never good at them. So and maybe it's just my imagination. I would try to build things that obviously need to be round, and you can't make round stuff with Legos. So then I would just throw it. I have a huge chunk of Legos, and I got to step on Legos, which are like stepping on.
See, I did enjoy playing with Legos as a kid. As an adult, I like that they come with instructions, and we could build these cool things. But I'm surprised that it even made the top 10 list of things people want for Christmas.
Well, no, these are not for Christmas. Just like toys of all time.
Oh,
so like the next one, number 9.
I agree with that item.
Yeah. Well. Oh, okay. Well, I appreciate you keeping up with the notes that I send and reading, and thank you.
That's what put him to sleep.
So the next one.
Thank you, Jay. Thank you.
That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. That's okay. Hey, next season it's all you on. I'll be waiting. So the next one is I've never heard of these. It's Sylvanian families. So they're little cute animal figures. And apparently kids used to love them. They came with like a little house and everything, and I don't recognize any of these things.
Yeah, I don't remember. I don't remember those toys either.
But after that is the Furby boom, which I do remember Furbies. They're like super creepy.
Furbies?
The Gizmo knockoffs.
Yeah.
Actually, didn't that company end up making a Gizmo at one point that could interact with the Furbies?
After the fact.
Yeah. I remember when they first came out, they were hard to get, man. And then I ended up finding one finally in Toys R Us and bought a book so I could kind of like a strategy guide, and so I could. Dude,
how old were you?
Was it at the tip of your fingertips? I felt like you're 25. Like
I think
you went into the Claire store
18.
to buy a Furby.
18, yeah.
That's okay. Just a burgeoning manhood here going in the Claire.
You know what? I enjoyed my Furby, and I think they made a comeback, but they're creepy now. They're creepy now because they have like digital eyes, and I'm like, nah. Not the same.
No, they're not the same. And there's another company who later, like in most recently, they have this thing called
the egg people, right?
And it's basically they come out of eggs, and like they had just a whole thing. You got to take care of them, and their eyes light up. It's fucking creepy. We bought like 2 of them for my daughter, and now they're sitting on a shelf just like with these big glowing eyes. They're creepy.
They're like
creepy
dolls.
Things. Yeah, another one on the list is Teletubbies, and I didn't realize Teletubbies had. I didn't think they had toys.
I didn't know.
Yeah, I remember that well, walking to Toys R Us and seeing those toys.
Number 6 is a Barbie, which I'm not surprised. Like Barbie's in her Barbie Dream House Corvette or whatever the hell that car was called.
Dream car.
You should see the picture for the article because the dream car. Did you know the? I worry about you, Juan.
Because she had the dream house and the Barbie dream car, I think, or Barbie Corvette. I don't know.
Are you sure? You sounded pretty confident a minute
once
ago.
James said Corvette, it kind of like triggered something in my mind.
And then number 5 on this list of the most wanted toys is Buzz Lightyear, and I do remember there being a Buzz Lightyear toy, but like
I don't remember it being popular either.
And then after that, number four are the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, which I completely agree with. I remember maybe in the peak of my childhood, like the turtles that became baby turtles that then turned into the full grown like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles were like the toy to have. Because I think around that same time, the Power Rangers with the flip heads came out. So it's like you wanted those two.
The
toys.
Turtles
those
had
what
something
you went to
similar of the flip head type thing. You would pop open their shell and then swap the head. I can't remember, and I can't even remember what they changed them to. But I had a big collection of Ninja Turtle toys that I'm now sad that they were destroyed as a kid.
If I'm being honest, I think we're talking about the same one where they would flip. They flipped the head to like a baby turtle. I don't know why a baby turtle of all things.
Was that
to like a full grown turtle? That's kind of. I think so. I think so. But this has like Ninja
Did you guys
Turtle
ever have
the from like the 90s.
Ninja Turtle Ben? I did.
It was too expensive.
No, I wasn't fortunate enough to have. Yeah, I wasn't fortunate enough to have one of those. But hey, this guy with the $60 to burn. Hey, it is what it is.
No, this guy with a job.
And then So the number 3 on this list, and I've never made it through a full game of this game, but it's Monopoly. The number 3 game of all time, Monopoly. Number two is the Rubik's Cube, which I love. And then the number 1 toy, which is very surprising to me, but I guess is a thing, is the
I even had a Cabbage Patch Kid as a child. No, I never had a Barbie.
Next to your Barbie?
Never had a Barbie, but I did have a Cabbage Patch. Well, then I don't know if they still come the same way, but when my mom bought it, it came in a nice box. You opened the box, and it had a birth certificate for the Cabbage Patch Kid.
Oh, would you say that was one of the best gifts you
I
ever
don't
got?
know. It could have been. Hey, I'm surprised that on this list, and I'm ignoring your segue. I'm surprised that on this list they didn't have like the Tamagotchi pets.
Oh yeah, or Tickle Me Elmo, but I think this was just like it was more of a general list. It wasn't like specifically honed in on Christmas, but like I was looking around.
Thing that was a general thing. In fact, I think this year or last year they tried to make a comeback.
Yeah, but I mean it didn't. It's not the best toy of all time,
What about Stretch Armstrong?
What about Stretch Armstrong?
Don't you think that would have made the list?
Yeah.
Why? I mean, there's so many like different.
I don't think
different
so.
knockoffs of that.
There is, and you have to keep in mind. I mean, like, why didn't like Mighty Max or Polly Pocket?
I don't know what
all those other like random toys. Polly Pocket and Mighty Max are the same things, just like one's for boys and one's for girls. That's literally. Mighty Max was a kid who had a hat that made him like
I don't remember.
Which toy I'm surprised did not make that list was G.I. Joe's.
Oh,
G.I. Joe's. Like G.I. Joe should have made that list.
Yeah,
unless G.I. Joe falls under Barbie, because let's face it, weren't the G.I. Joes essentially Ken dolls when they first came out?
Excuse me.
I mean, you tell that to their Kung Fu Grip.
Yeah,
no, I don't know. I don't know, man. That's hey, it's from it's goodtoknow.co.uk. So somewhere in England, those are their favorite toys, I assume. So anyway, Juan, you ignored my segue earlier, which is fine, but you got a Cabbage Patch Kid as a present.
No,
would you say that's one of your favorite gifts?
So. I think go ahead.
No, I was just going to say that the thing about getting gifts is that it's hard to remember because sometimes you get so many, or you don't, or you get one that you just prize.
And you know what? Over the others, the very little prep I do for the episode, it was hard to select.
We know. It was hard to select.
I'm done.
Continue. Oh, come on, dude! Don't do this now. We're on the last episode. Don't do this now.
I'm done. Continue, please.
You're the one who does very little prepping. I'm just questioning. You can go ahead and finish it if you'd like.
Honestly, I forgot what I was saying, but trying to pick up what I was trying to say. Just like trying to do the prep of like favorite toy and your worst Christmas present. It was hard to remember some of the stuff, man.
Yeah, no, I agree. I agree. I think it's hard when you get like presents throughout your life. It's hard to remember the ones that really that were significant to you. Because I mean, as a kid, you're like, oh man, I can't believe I just got this like thing. And now, like, as an adult, I'm like, I don't.
The one thing I did remember, and I wouldn't say it was like the greatest present ever, but it was one that stuck in my head. Is when I was a kid, and this is during the NES era. I ended up buying one of my cousins a video game for the NES, and he got me something else. But I don't know if he felt bad that the because Nintendo games back then were pricey, if I recall correctly. He felt bad, and then like a week later, he came back to my house and gave me another game because he had given me something different. And when I gave him a game, he got me another game a week later, and it turned into a small tradition for like 2 or 3 years that every Christmas I would give him an NES game, and he would give me one in return. And then my stepmother came along and broke that tradition, and for some odd reason that sticks in my head because that year I got an NES game from him, and I ended up giving him a stupid fucking wallet. Yeah, I broke it because I was a kid that didn't have money, and my stepmother's like, no. You every year you give him a game. You should look for other stuff.
Maybe
and she got a wallet for him, and I was like, holy shit.
Was that the same year you got the Turtles van? Because I mean,
yes, because my stepmother was very big on like having us write lists, and I remember writing down, I want the Ninja Turtle collection. And that year I got a bunch of Ninja Turtle toys.
So what you're saying is that you decided to be selfish and get yourself a turtle van and you're not. Okay,
I didn't get
fine.
myself shit. It was Santa Claus that gave it to me.
Oh,
yeah, Sean,
okay. That's why you gave your stepmom the list.
Or if you're following the Mexican tradition, baby Jesus. Yeah.
the baby Jesus. How about you, Jay?
Yeah, dude. Which, by the way, drives my wife nuts. She doesn't understand that tradition.
What?
She gets very pissy. She's like, and I don't know how everybody's familiar, but growing up in a Mexican household, like gifts would appear under the tree as the month goes on, and then you would wait until midnight on the 24th, wait until midnight leading into the 25th to open up presents, and ta-da, that's Christmas. Whereas my wife grew up as everything under the tree is empty, and then the kids go to sleep, and then Santa brings the presents. You wake up, and ta-da, it's there. And she just goes nuts that there's presents appearing under the tree. And then she's like, well, who brings them? And I'm like, baby Jesus. And she's like, but it's his birthday. And I'm like, well, he's a giving motherfucker. He likes to give out presents on his birthday too.
Thanks, baby Jesus.
So you're like the Ricky Bobby?
Dear baby
like
Jesus,
Ricky Bobby
8 pounds.
you yeah. Yeah, no, I married into the tradition of opening presents on the 24th. So it was a little jarring at first, but it actually makes life a lot easier. You can sleep in on the 25th.
No,
you're gonna have like kids trying to wake you up.
I wish I could follow that tradition, but
it's great
because we go to my cousin's house on the 24th. We only open whatever presents baby Jesus or they got us, and then come home, try to put them to sleep after we put cookies and carrots out for Santa and his reindeer. And then what?
Wait, whoa,
yes,
hold on.
You leave cookies for Santa Claus and carrots for Rudolph and the reindeer.
Okay. So
do you not?
Yeah, I've never
that stuff with your kids.
Never.
You don't leave. You don't.
No, because again, no, because baby Jesus.
So your daughter
he needs cookies and milk,
but
we don't leave
Santa
them
Claus
out.
Thing, or
she does. However, I want credit, so it's from me. She write a letter to Santa, and I'll be like, yeah, man, I'll let him know to bring it, but it's me. It's not. None of her presents are ever from Santa. That's not true. We did it. No, that's not true. We did it with the
Oh,
damn
you're doing the elf on the shelf?
Elf on the shelf. But yeah. So we if they're bad, then we'll leave them a lump of coal in one of them from Santa. But
yeah,
yeah,
I never really understood the whole elf on the shelf bullshit, and I married into that tradition. And this year, I'm actually into it.
This guy, I personally can't remember, like you said, Juan, you get a lot of gifts like throughout the years, but one of the Christmases that stands out to me is like a gift giving is that I have 3 brothers, 2 older and one younger, and the one Christmas we're all together. We all get up and my mom and dad they did their best to kind of give us like equal gifts, and we didn't have a lot of money, but one Christmas, we all got like electric cars, that moved on their own, like wireless cars, and it was great. Except like my older brother, he got like, at the time it was called a Hercules. I don't know if you guys remember this thing, but it was like this huge 4-wheeler that could go over all kinds of terrain. It was crazy. It was super fast. Yeah, he got a Hercules. And then my other brother, he got like a little like speed racer looking car, like the Mach. I think it's called the Mach 5, right? And it's like it's zooming up and down the street. And then my youngest brother, he had gotten something a little similar, but he was 1 year younger. So my mom or dad got him another little race car. It was able to zip up and down, like a little dune buggy. And so then I opened mine thinking like my box was a little bigger, and I was like, oh man, all right, this is gotta be, what is this thing? And it's an 18-wheeler. It's an 18-wheeler truck, and it doesn't go very fast. In fact, it functions like an 18-wheeler, just at the size of at like 1/8 of the size of an 18-wheeler. So my brother's like, hey, we should race, but I lose every race. But you know what? I could
fake 18-wheeler.
I could park the shit out of it. That. Just saying.
No,
Jay, how about you, man?
I remember. I remember
Juan,
one Christmas. I think my parents, they took us all to the store. They would take us to the store. Remember, I picked out. It was Alvin and the Chipmunks record. It was a record, and it had them singing the Chipmunks Christmas song.
I love that song.
Yeah, and I had it on this record player. I love that gift. Would play that record over and over, and it was a really nice Christmas. My mom would love singing. She used to love singing, like her singing Christmas songs and listening to the Alvin and Christmas song. I don't know, that was the one gift that really kind of stood out.
That's actually very, very beautiful.
That's super nice.
Yeah.
Do you guys ever give a hate gift?
Give a hate gift?
Like just that you bought a gift. Yeah, just you're like, I don't like this person, so I'm gonna give them the one thing that everyone knows they need. You're like, hey, you get the stinky guy.
No, but I've witnessed that shit, and it's sad. It's sad. Like last year, one of my team members ended up giving the stinky guy at work a box of Axe, the gift set, and a gift card. And it was a gift card either to Hot Topic or. I can't remember, but it was sad because he opens up the box and I don't think he realized that he was the butt of the joke. And he was posing because I was taking pictures of everybody opening up their Secret Santa shit, and he opened it up and then posed, and people are laughing, and I'm like, this is kind of fucked up. But yeah, I thought that was shitty.
Yeah, I'm not necessarily one to give hate gifts, and when you would. However, I mean, they can be funny.
You're a fucking
hopefully
asshole,
not. They can't be funny.
I have the reputation of being a jerk and everything, but if I don't like somebody, I just don't give them a gift.
I know. I mean, you just said that you wouldn't give a hate gift, but I'm just curious if you guys ever give one. Jeez, get off my back, bro. That's fine. I wasn't expecting anything this year anyway.
And I know I'm going to get criticized for this, but in Mexico, in a gift exchange, they and we were kids. Somebody said gag gifts were allowed, and somebody thought it would be funny to give this person they hated a dirty diaper. Oh. Yeah, no, the fucking kid was crying, and I thought that was so fucked up to do.
Gives a gag gift to a kid, though.
Think about the effort that
it was kids. We were like 12 years old.
And then
decided to do this.
Hey, that kid, he's about that life, man. He went through the trash or just waited for some kid to take a shit to
No,
put it in
we
to
came to the
wrap it
conclusion
and
they
then
bought
give
the
it
diaper
away.
and they just pissed on it.
Again, this person's about that life. They went to a store, bought a diaper or a set of diapers. You just can't buy one
friends
diaper.
with you people for this long when you're in all support of people being douchey for the holidays.
Okay, wait. How old were these kids?
We were around 12 years.
10?
12. So a bunch of 12-year-olds went to the grocery store. They bought diapers. Nobody, and then
you're assuming they went that far. They probably had a kid brother or sister at home that used diapers.
So they bought diapers for their own evil purposes.
They took diapers away. Is this where you get your dream of crushing?
I only talk about
started with you taking diapers
in Smash Brothers, but other than that, I am very protective over this fucking holiday.
Hey!
No, you back off.
Back off.
You back off with your hate fucking shit. You know what else I don't care about holiday tradition? Instead of doing gift exchanges, I hate white elephants.
What are white elephants?
The white elephant gift exchange, essentially you buy the
they're albino elephants.
Just buy a present and the cap off is $20. So you start giving them to random people. I've never really participated because when they told me about it, I didn't care about it. But essentially, you buy a present and then you hand them to people. And as the night goes or the gift exchanging goes on, if there's a present that somebody got that you like, you take it away from them and you give them yours before you open it, which is, I never really understood that.
Essentially, Jay, this is a Secret Santa where you can trade.
No, but with
Secret
Santa,
someone, but you can't trade back. And well, the difference is that yes, like Juan said, with Secret Santa, you know who you're getting, but they don't know who got you. With this one, you show up with a bunch of people, and Jay, I can trade with you, but you can't trade with me. But you can trade with Juan, and I can trade with Juan to move all the presents around. The idea is that you don't get. The idea is that you get something funky and random.
Then people do
really
like the Christmas version of Let's Make a Deal.
Yeah,
that's what.
And then Secret Santa is done differently too. Like the way I knew it growing up is you found out who your Secret Santa was once you received the present. But in the last maybe 3 years, everybody seems to go down my throat, and they're like, "No, it must always remain a secret." And I'm like, "Okay, fuck off."
Yeah, I'm confused about how you're playing Secret Santa because you just said it should remain secret.
Your Secret Santa,
and then you said
you find out who your Secret Santa is the night that you get the gift. However, maybe 2-3 years ago, because I did a couple Secret Santas at work, and I'm like, "Oh, yeah, I was your Secret Santa. Here it is." And people would be like, no, you're not supposed to tell me that you ruined it. And I'm like, no, it's the gift exchange. So I don't know. I found that dumb.
I've done Secret Santa 2 ways, where you pick a name, and then on some random day that has been designated because that's the day that most people will be there, you give it to that person, or you pick a name and then you put all the gifts under a tree, and then that person just looks for their gift under the tree, and it's from whoever their name picked, right? So I don't prefer either. I kind of like it's just Secret Santa, Secret Santa. It's a fun thing to do.
President. I don't know. I think it's thoughtful.
Why
like that?
Why can't it just be Santa? You want my kids to think it's just Santa? It can't just be me
that
giving the
different.
gift. You know what?
Because the majority of the times you do Secret Santa, it's a bunch of fucking adults.
Yeah, but I just mean that either way you do it, you're going out to go get a random person a gift. I don't really understand why it matters who it's from. You're throwing it out into the universe. You may get a gift card, you may get a steak dinner, you may get the one thing you wanted. Either way, it doesn't matter who gave it to you. You got something.
I am grateful.
Why can't you just be grateful, Juan? Why can't you just be grateful?
I'm very grateful of any present I get.
If you say so.
I was always raised to be grateful. I would tell you this. The one thing I hated as a kid receiving during Christmas was clothing. But now, as an adult, I'm like, if I get clothing, I'm happy. If I get a toy, I'm happy. As a kid, I just wanted toys.
You sound like a kid
I'm just a big kid who appreciates
clothes
people
now.
are thoughtful enough to go, hey, it's the holidays. I thought of you. Here's a present. Like nobody has any effing obligation to give presents, and if for some odd reason I made it on their list of giving a present, I'm thankful.
Well, hey, I'm glad, Juan.
I'm
not getting you a
goddamn
goddamn
thing.
thing.
But
FYI.
kids, that's a different thing. Your daughters and nephews will probably get a gift Santa.
Oh, are you sure? Yeah. Whatever. Jay,
just listening to the
you
band.
Okay, man? Hey, so it's that time of the year. I think I if it hasn't started already, it's gonna start soon, where all the Christmas specials start running. I'm just curious. So, like, you guys know those claymation specials that they show every year, the Rudolph and Frosty and Christmas. Which one's the creepiest to you guys?
I don't think those are creepy. I love all of them. However, I did find something that was intentionally creepy. It's a TV show called Inside Number 9. It's a recent. If you haven't watched it, you should really watch it. I think you'd really like it. It's kind of like Black Mirror. It's this anthology show. These half-hour episodes are like twisted, like funny Twilight Zone episodes. But there's one episode called "The Devil of Christmas," and the basic premise, and this is spoiler alert, heavy spoiler alert for this show. If you haven't seen Inside Number 9, you should check it out before.
What is it on?
To the rest of it. It's on the BBC, and they did this.
So it's not on a streaming service yet.
It's on it's on BritBox. That's where I had to watch it.
I don't know what BritBox is.
Streaming service for BBC shows.
Hey, you should. Why don't you just go to your browser right now and just search BBC?
But they did this episode. They did it in the style of like those like 70s like Christmas special type of shows, and they did one where it was about this family and their cabin. It was about the Krampus, but it was like cheesy dialogue, like weird editing, and there was a director and he was making commentary about the episode, you know, and he was like, oh, and then we wanted to shoot it this way, and then we had problems with the actress and she couldn't get her lines out correctly, and you think like the whole episode is like this parody on those type of like Christmas specials, and then at the end you see the Krampus and it attacks the female actress, and then it cuts. They yell cut, and the stagehands or the production assistants are they're like tying the actress to the bed, and then it cuts, and then you hear an officer goes and he's like talking to the director, and so that's when they killed her for real. So it turns out like the whole episode was like leading to like an actual snuff film.
Holy,
I know.
Oh shit!
Yeah, so Inside Number 9. This
Inside Number 9
is great. It's really twisted. It has a lot of dark humor. All the episodes have like some dark twist to it. But that Christmas episode, like when I saw that, I was like, it messed me up. I was like, wait a minute, what?
Holy shit!
Well, that's that sounds.
You mentioned Krampus.
That sounds intense.
Growing up, I don't remember that fuckface. When did he become so popular?
A couple years before that movie Krampus came out. I mean, he's always been around.
It seemed like he came out of nowhere and became very popular, like a couple years before the movie Krampus. But I was like, did I miss something? Because I grew up part of my life in Mexico, or what?
I don't know. I didn't even know about Krampus until that movie.
Really? Yeah, I'm like.
Let's see. Well, Krampus is Central European folklore, and I grew up in America, so I don't expect I would have heard anything about Krampus until it was introduced into American pop culture. So that's what I think has happened there for me personally. I didn't grow up in Mexico at all, but you know, no, not at all. But it apparently has been around since it's from a book that was published in 1958.
Did you just Google that?
You know what?
By this guy named Maurice Bruce.
You know what Christmas movie I just watched and I was crying like a...
It's a Wonderful Life?
No. Elf. I watched Elf.
No, man. Yeah, there's a lot of people that love Elf.
I never got into it either.
I could never really get into it. However,
Netflix,
the coffee...
Netflix
they
has
have
this
Elf coffee creamers.
This docuseries. It's called The Movies That Made Us. And they did this Christmas one, the holiday movies that made us, and Elf and The Nightmare Before Christmas are the 2 episodes that it did. And I watched the one for Elf. Like, oh my God, I didn't know there was all these issues with production, all of these obstacles that they had to go through, which made me want to rewatch Elf. And I rewatched Elf. Great, like Christmas family movie. It's so
Did Jon
good.
Favreau direct that one?
Yeah. It was his second movie that he directed. It's just
what
great.
was his first movie?
Made.
Huh.
You know, I've seen Elf a long time ago, but I don't watch it religiously. But I have seen The Nightmare Before Christmas quite a few times, and I have decided
why
that it's no longer a Christmas movie, but it's because I've decided that it's a one skeleton's war on Christmas. It's a war movie.
It's not a war movie against Christmas, man.
I
actually haven't seen it.
Really?
Yeah.
You're kidding
Hear
me.
me out. Oh.
No, I'm not.
Oh, you need to watch it, man.
So it's like 85 minutes.
It was one of those movies
it's kind of short.
It's
like it's not
later in life. But I actually enjoyed it a lot. It's a very cute movie.
You think so? I don't know, man. I've seen it enough times. I don't. Essentially, Jay,
Jack Skellington.
It's about a guy who gets bored.
Jack Skellington's the pumpkin.
He doesn't know who that is.
He is the king of.
You keep calling him names.
Town. So essentially, the movie focuses that there's different towns in these trees. I don't know why. For the holiday. And
why is a skeleton? Why? Okay, go. No, you're like you don't know why the towns are in these trees. I'm like, why does anything exist in this world you're about to talk about?
The pumpkin king decides that he's not bored, but wants more out of his existence. Like he's very successful in celebrating Halloween, so decides to essentially he decides that he wants to expand his life to Christmas. So he kidnaps Santa Claus, and Christmas just goes horrible for him, and it's not as magical as it was for Santa Claus. Then there's also Oogie Boogie that doesn't really make sense in the movie.
He's his torture. He's his government torture guy. He gets his kid soldiers to kidnap the head guy of this other country, bring him back, and then his torture guy gets him.
Jack Skellington doesn't like Oogie Boogie either, man.
But here's the deal. That doesn't mean just because he doesn't like him doesn't mean he can't be his torture guy. He shouldn't like his torture guy because he's so good at his job.
Movie about?
Right? So,
it's essentially when Halloween and Christmas meet. I will tell you this: like when it came to Elf, I'm in Jay's boat. I've never seen it complete. Like I've seen bits and pieces, but it's not like it doesn't attract me. So I know,
movie.
And I love A Nightmare Before Christmas. Not to the point where I'm like some of the diehard fans that I want tattoos and I want merchandise, but every year, or at least not last year, not in the last 3 years, but El Capitan in Hollywood did a special screening of The Nightmare Before Christmas, and I would try to go to it.
Yeah, Jay, to answer your question, The Night Before Christmas is about a person's journey to find out more about themselves and also explore other stuff. It has a cute little love story in it.
That's Elf. That's exactly
when
Elf.
You watch it, but when you watch it, you should look at it as a war movie. That's all I'm saying. The last thing I wanted to talk to you guys about is the Jingle Bells song. Now, have you guys heard the Jingle Bells?
Yeah.
Jingle Bells, Batman smells, Robin laid an egg. Yeah,
I don't know. I just remember knowing it as
an
elementary kid. I remember being in Catholic school and the nuns telling us that we better sing it correctly. And some of us boys secretly would sing Batman Smells, Robin laid an egg, and the Joker got away. And I remember as a kid, do you guys remember when the Simpsons released their first Christmas special? Bart sings. Bart sings that song.
Wasn't it their first episode?
It wasn't their first episode. It was their Christmas special, wasn't it? Or was that their first episode? No,
I know that Bart Simpson.
It's the same episode where they get Santa's little helper.
Yeah, I thought that was the first.
Was that really the first episode?
Yeah,
I
mean, it could have been. I don't know. I mean, I know someone right now. They were listening. They'd be able to tell us.
They'd be mad right now
because the Simpsons started off in the Tracy Ullman show, so I consider those the first episode. Because I remember saying. I remember saying.
Well, actually, Sean,
I remember staying up for the Tracy Ullman show, not really getting their their skits just so I could watch the Simpson clips.
Yeah. According to CBR, Comic Book Resource, that the parody song, it dates somewhere around 1960s,
that would make sense.
1966.
Batman 66,
so
Adam West.
Those Batman episodes were pretty zany, man. They did some pretty
in
crazy
the Adam
stuff
West one, yeah.
In that
Batooey,
show,
man.
Have you seen Batman? Have you seen Batman the movie with Adam West and Burt Ward?
All I remember about that movie was the shark repellent.
Yeah. Oh, it's the shark repellent. And then I think my favorite scene in that entire movie is that he's walking around with a bomb with a timer on it, and every time he goes to get rid of it, there's something mundane there. It's like there's ducks. There's there's a puddle of water, and he's like, some days you just can't get rid of a bomb. And I just I just found it so ridiculous, and everything was so expertly labeled in that movie. They're in the Batcave, and they have labeled drinking water versus like everything else that's in there.
I love the old Batman nuts. TV show. It's great.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's insane. They don't make TV like that anymore. It's wholesome and fun. I don't know where it came from. The Jingle Bell Batman smells. I know it as a kid, and so I've always thought for the longest time that it just I got it from The Simpsons. And then when I was putting together the notes for this episode to talk to you guys, I was like, man, I wonder if they know where it came from. And now I know Juan it makes sense just because it came from 66.
I wonder if it came because of the popularity of Batman 66 back then, or if there was an episode that somebody sang that.
No, I don't know. I think because I was reading that article, and they did some promo for the TV show where Batman smells, but it smells green, and I don't know if that they already were referring to the song, before the so I mean I don't know. It's just something like Jingle Bells. It's just an easy tune to put lyrics to. You know?
Yeah. The article says that Batman. Essentially, they're saying that Batman smells like money. He's he smells rich, basically.
I never would have thought
it's freaking nuts.
When I heard the lyrics of Batman smells, it was not an insult but a compliment that he smells like money.
Well, no, they were trying to promote the TV show, and because the show was getting high ratings, that they said the show that Batman smells like money. Just saying that this show.
The show was getting high ratings, but it didn't last that long, right?
It lasted seasons.
That isn't very long in comparison to some of the shows that we have nowadays.
Well, yeah, but
some shows, they should have been gone. Like they should have gone past 3 seasons, but they do, and other shows get cut off after one season. So I think 3 seasons is good enough to build a cult following. Since we're literally talking about it, and they took a popular song like Jingle Bells, and they have their own version of it.
I don't think anybody sang.
Well, this is a perfect thing that if anybody truly knows where this song came from, they should write into us, and we'll talk about it in our new season, or we can mention it in our social media. But I think this is one of those things that we'll never know what came first, the chicken or the egg.
The age-old question.
So philosophical.
What
came
kind of
first?
egg did Robin really lay?
The
thinker over here.
Or the egg? Scientists have pondered this for decades.
Jesus Christ! Why? Hey, the philosopher over here.
You know what? I'm so fucking done with you people. Yeah.
Are you done, Juan? You're done? This is the season finale.
I want to talk more
to say. Thank you, Jay. Thank you. So, Batman.
The mic is yours, Jay. Talk about Batman.
I honestly love the Batman TV show on so many levels. When I was a kid, I thought that was like the best superhero show.
It was.
That was on TV.
It was the only superhero show on TV at that time, wasn't it?
Well, there was a lot of cartoons and other stuff. When I caught it, I caught the reruns.
I wasn't alive in
original airings. I was born in '77.
So on top of
Jay is that
you
old.
Can't do math. Got it.
Well, I am older, but you act older than me.
He just told you how old he wasn't.
You can't even take a nap properly.
And no one takes an accidental nap.
Fuck
no,
you.
it's.
But now I enjoy the Batman TV show on different level because of its camp as an adult. You know?
Yeah, I think that's one of the greatest parts of the Burt Ward and Adam West Batman. Is just it was wholesome, fun, and it didn't really care about like taking itself too seriously, and so like you got stuff like the shark repellent and the labeled drinking water and like just
holy moly, Batman.
The deadpan look into the camera and
I was in Hollywood.
They put out 2 animated movies based on the Batman 66 comic, and Adam West and Burt Ward reprised their roles.
Wasn't it Batman meets Green Hornet, or was that the comic book?
I think that was a comic, but they did the Batman 66 animated movie where he meets Two-Face, and Two-Face is played by William Shatner.
Nice.
Oh, that's.
But
I might need to watch it. I haven't seen it.
My son
I have not seen
him yet. I have the Batman 66 comics as well, and I think one of them was Batman 66 meets the Green Hornet, which I freaking loved. Yeah.
Does he meet the Green Hornet?
Really?
Does he meet the Green Hornet?
Hence the title. I was in Hollywood when Burt Ward got his star on the Walk of Fame. Yeah, cool. It was really cool seeing some of the because they invited some of the old cast members from Batman 66 that are still alive. You probably wouldn't recognize them nowadays. Like I had to Google and be like, oh, that's so and so. But then I really geeked out because Kevin Smith was there to speak for Burt Ward, and he's a big Batman 66. He's just a big comic book fan, and I really geeked out. Yeah.
Yeah, he has a weekly podcast called Fat Man on Batman. It's pretty. If you have time to listen, it's they go over. Yeah, it's Kevin Smith, so he talks forever. But sometimes they get into like all kinds of little interesting things because he has like a deep passion for. He was supposed
to write and direct the Daredevil movie, wasn't he?
He was.
Yeah.
But then
in fact, if you watch Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, when they're in the movie lot, there's a Daredevil scene in the background. You see Daredevil flipping through it.
Is there?
I wish I could tell you specifically what point of it, but that was a little bit of a nod that he was supposed to direct it. Yeah.
All 20 listeners wish that you could tell them
Ben
specifically.
Affleck, movie, wasn't he? Wasn't he a scientist? Yeah.
Kevin Smith?
Google it because my phone dropped halfway through the podcast,
remember.
and I don't want to get up and make noise. But
more noise?
More awkward rustling?
You're doing it now. What's happening?
I'm hydrating,
are you dying?
But my Gatorade Zero is frozen.
I don't understand.
I thought you were encased in bubble wrap.
Oh, why are you? Why?
I need my fluent intake. So, are you googling the Kevin Smith shit or not?
Yeah, Sean.
Yeah, but usually when the person is doing the googling, you sir are vamping for time, which you
I don't know
are
what
terrible
vamping.
At. Are you drink? I know you because you never do it.
Googling it or not?
Yes, I'm Googling it.
I'm not the only one on the show. There's also Jay. Give him shit for not vamping.
Yeah, but you're the one who asked.
Just fucking tell us the answer. Was he in it? Yes or no?
According to Google,
dude,
there's no Kevin Smith. And
yeah,
John,
he
was. I'm sure he might have had a cameo in it, but I just mean like. But you want to know who's in that movie? John Favreau. John Favreau that we talked about earlier. He did a movie called Made.
Elf.
And also another movie I can't. Elf. Look at that. Look, see, thank you. Now it all full circle. I just need you. Anyway.
I have a
Batman
fun
66
game we can play.
I'm ready.
What movie has Juan ruined?
The list goes on. Hey, I lied. In Daredevil,
go fuck yourself.
Kevin Smith is Jack Kirby. You know who Jack Kirby is, Juan?
I knew he was in it. Fuck you.
Okay, that's great. But do you? But do you know who Jack Kirby is?
Isn't he the Daredevil's best friend? No.
Yeah, old Jack Kirby.
Who is he? Well, and if I remember the movie, wasn't he like a scientist dude in that one?
Remember Daredevil?
Yeah.
I don't remember, but Jack Kirby is a very famous comic book artist. He's done some of the most famous art. In fact, the visual style of Thor Ragnarok was based off of some of Jack Kirby's work. Oh, I'm sorry.
Thanks
Ragnarok.
for that info, Sean.
Thor Ragnarok. You're thanking me for the info. You're the one. Okay. I think
he's done.
So
no.
Yeah, I think he's done. I think he's been done, but he doesn't
Batman and Daredevil.
Well, you seem very cranky. I think you need a nap or something.
Yeah, you think I think you just need to go to sleep instead of taking accidental naps.
When you need to go to sleep, you can't. And then when we don't want you to sleep, you're knocked out.
You know what? I am deeply apologetic. I'm sorry about that. I was sitting here waiting for Sean to send the link so we could start the podcast, and next thing you know, I get woken up by my phone. I didn't even get all the text messages of Sean going, hey.
You know, the funny thing is, so I think you're burying the lead here, because I text you like maybe 15 minutes out. 15, 20 minutes at the most of like, hey, are we still set for the same time?
That was around 8 o'clock.
You said, yeah.
In fact, 15 minutes.
In fact,
check your fucking phone. Check your fucking phone and tell me the time.
15 to 20 minutes.
How complicated is it? It doesn't take that long to look at your fucking phone, dude. You said it around 8 o'clock, 8:15.
I'm not sure why you're yelling at me.
Not at 8:45.
I'm sorry. No, you're right.
Are you mocking me now?
You're right. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely. I did. So you are correct.
Okay, then fuck you.
I sent it at 8:09 on the dot, and then you said yes, and then at 8:59,
I did not reply to that one because I was already.
Are we still good? And there's just radio silence from me.
But at 8,
he was in dreamland.
I kid you not. I was like full blown old man mode. I was looking stuff up on my phone, and next thing you know, I'm asleep. And I don't know if you've accidentally fallen asleep before, but when your phone rings, you wake up all fucking scared, and you realize, oh shit, I fucked up. In fact, when I answered the phone, didn't I say, I'm sorry, I fell asleep. It's time already. Okay.
Yes, you did. So now, just confirming here that you took an accidental nap.
It was around 8:50 when I took the nap.
At 8:10 and at 8:50.
Yeah, I say so. I'm so fucking done with people. Thank you for listening, everybody. If you can't get enough of us, you can find us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Just launched our YouTube page as well. So you can find us by searching at INCYCShow. And you can also email us some of your suggestions for next season, or some of your comments about previous episodes. Or if you really, really know where the Jingle Bells Batman Smells song comes from, don't hesitate in emailing us at INCYCShow@gmail.com. And we also have merch with more on the way. I know I said that all season, but there is more merchandise on their way. Get your very own I'm Not Crying, You're Crying shirt. Just follow the link in the show notes. Lastly, thank you for listening. See you next year. Here's a toast to 2020. Now, 2020, please get the fuck out of here. Leave us alone. We're ready for 2021. You don't have to go home, but you have to get the hell out of here. Thank you, everybody, for listening.